Hi everyone, welcome back to On The Range. It's been a minute since we've done one of these videos, but today we're having a look at the new Maruyama / VFC MP9, and we're going to be shooting it on the range here today. Over the past couple of months I've struggled to get heavy ammo, however I've bought a ton of heavy ammo. So we're going to be starting off with .3s, and then I've got more increments in weight. So we've got .3s, we've got .36s, we've got .4s, we've got .43s, and then eventually we've got .48s. And the heavyweights are just to see if it can hop them. We're mostly going to be focusing on 3s and 3.6s, and of course a 4 to see what it can do. So we're going to get straight into it. What I will say, just so you all know, it is cold here in the UK at the moment. So it's about 10 degrees today. So not that I'm giving the Maruyama MP9 a free pass, it's just that's how it is. So 0.3 gram BBs, we're at 1 joule, 0.96, 0.97, 0.94, 0.94. So 260 feet per second with a 0.3 gram BB. So we're just around about a joule. And we don't know where the hop's set because the only weight I've used so far on this replica is 2 5s in CQB. So we're just going to give it a quick shoot. Now I'm going to pull this optic off because we're going to need access to the hop adjuster, which is on the top here, which uses a 1.5mm Allen key. So we're going to give it a go. We're going to go for the 45 straight away. So we can hit the 45 with a 3. The hop looks okay-ish at the moment. One thing I did forget today was the gun stand. There's 55 with a 0.3. So we can hit 55 with 0.3. Bear in mind, if you look, it might not show on the camera, but if you just look carefully, it is extremely windy today. We're going to go out to 65, see if we can hit it. If we can hit this, it'll be remarkable. What people don't realise is 65 metres is quite difficult to see the track of the BB with the human eye. So we're struggling a little bit with the 3s with the conditions that we're in. I'll pick this Allen key up. I'm just going to turn the hop up off just a tad. Let's see if we can hit this 65. It will be remarkable if we can. We are trying to lob them in a little bit. But clearly we're getting overhop on a 3. I thought I had turned it off. Let's see if we can turn it off a little bit more. It's a bit better. That was the 55 wood, I think. So yeah, I don't think we're going to hit the 65 with a 3. They're getting out there. But I think we're going to have to step it up. So we're going to go up slightly to a 0.36. And we'll see where the hop's set for a 3.6. 45. And a tad more. So we just insert this in the top. It does click, which is nice. There's 55. So we're a little bit more stable on the flight path, but the weather is against us today. We'll put on a bit more. We'll find the limit of what this hop unit can do. There we go. So can we go further? Let's give it a try. Oh, we're lobbing them in a bit. So we need a bit more, I think. These 360s might be a happy medium if you don't want to go all the way up to a 0.4, but dying off on the gas a little bit. Yeah, we're dying off on the gas. What I will say, I haven't maxed these mags just because we're in cold weather. I didn't want it to spit a load of gas. Just trying to give the MP9 its best chance. Let's go a little bit more on the hop. Still on a 3.6. That was a 65. I did lob it in a bit, which, you know, we're just under a joule on this, which I think is still. Many people don't like the lobs, but I have shot tons of people in my whole experience doing airsoft, lobbing them in, because you just need that extra little bit of distance. You're at a joule limit or a joule power. If someone tries to tell you that they've never lobbed a shot in, they ain't telling the truth. But just gonna put a bit more propane in this. I think 4s, we'll see if it can hop 4s, but 3.6s so far are absolutely fine. See how it's spitting a bit of gas now? Which is odd. I've just filled you up with gas. Why are you... Just filled you up with gas. Why are you doing worse? Did we not get any in? These O-rings sometimes can get in the way. It might be the cold that's going against us now, but we'll persevere. We just want some long range shots. Come on. Yeah, that mag is playing up a little bit. Right, we're going to go to a 0.4. Don't know if we've got one in the chamber, so 0.4. .45. We're getting half cycles. There's 55. Now, if you want an idea of how chill it is today, so it's just getting to that part where your hands are uncomfortable because they're cold. So what I'm going to do, let's see if we can try and warm these mags up a little bit. So it could be the gun that's chilled. The bolt is very cold. Just get a bit of heat into it. So if you are comparing this video to other on the range videos we've done, we've been very blessed with the weather. Early indications, the first few mags, the gun was performing fine. I just think the cold's going against it now. There's 55 with a 4. So we're going to put on a little bit more hop with the 4. I can't get the hop key in for some reason. There we go. A little bit more hop on. So we're still doing half cycles. So it's loading one, and then on the next shot it's not loading it. There we go. Looks like we need a bit more. I'm not sure how far we can go with this. Yeah, we are struggling, which is weird because it was cold when we ran this in CQB. The flight path's nice when it comes out. It's nice and straight. That's the 55 wood target that I'm hitting. 45. $55. Seems like we still need a bit more. We might be maxed out. I'm not sure how far we can go. So those are the 0.4. Let's go back to a 3.6, see if we can get this mag to work. Yeah, that mag is playing up. You can see how cold that bolt is because of my breath coming out of the mag well. Just trying to warm it up a little bit. Right, 4.3. I think we're going to struggle, but we'll give it a go. Oh. Let's try winding this hop off all the way. That's all the way off. So that's no hop. And then we're going to go a full turn. I'm going to go another full turn. Still need more. I'm going to go half turn. $45. It's 55 with a 0.43. So we can hit it with a 4.3, but we are struggling with the hop. We're plenty straight, we're just struggling with hop pressure, so we might, you know, I don't think you'd be running ammo this heavy anyway. But we're just finding out its max ceiling for hop. This is a 4.8 now. So is the hop pressure affecting the feed? So I'm just going to turn it off. So it seemed like the hop pressure was affecting the hop. So 4.8's too heavy, 4.3's kind of a bit too heavy. We're going to go back to these original magazines and we're going to get a 4 again, 0.4 gram. We will, I think, end up having to come back out in the new year when it's nice and warm. There's not much I can do about the weather, so we'll put some 0.4s back in on the first mags that I used. We're going to dial this hop in again, so see if we can walk it in. I think this platform really does need a better hop rubber. I think we're at the limit of what the VFC hop rubber can do. We can accurately hit a target of 55 meters with a 0.4. I'm just wondering if that shot, no shot issue that we're experiencing is related to how much hop pressure we're putting on. Let's go for the 65. And we're going to ask it for a little bit more. Would be nice if we can just get a couple of shots on that 65. Gonna say let's take off the let's pull off the suppressor, see if we can get rid of that horrible noise. Now I've already modelled something up to get rid of that horrible noise if you're using it outdoors. The only reason I'm keeping this bit on is obviously because it's got the camera attached to it. It does make it a hell of a lot louder. There you go, 65 with a 4. So what you see is when we get this magazine must be a little bit warmer. I think if we come and did this test when the weather was warm, I honestly think this would be performing much better. Truly believe that it's just the temperature outside that's going against it. But even so, I would say with the 3s and the 3.6s, it was absolutely fine. With a 4, I think it's doing really good. Oh, we're way off target there. Trigger's plenty good for accurate shots. You know, it's not going against you. The wind is blowing straight towards me. So yeah, I think we're just a slight disadvantage today. It does feel like it's going to absolutely whack it down with rain in a minute. Yeah. We are out of pressure, I think. 3.6. The flight path looks good though. To be honest with you, it's got a better flight path than all the VFC rifles I've tried. In terms of what I'm talking about is consistency of accuracy, where we're not getting like mass flyers here, there and everywhere, which the SPC did very well as well. So I think this shows true promise, even as an outdoor gun. I hope you'll grant me a little bit of reprieve because of how we're shooting it today, but I needed to get on the range here, because if we don't, we're going to be well into winter and it's going to be pointless trying it. Would be nice if we had maybe like a HPA mag just to consistently try it, but that's what it is. So I still think this is a really good performer for the small package that it is, the inexpense that it is. If you buy it overseas, of course, if you buy it in the UK, it is much dearer, like $350 compared to like $220. I've bought some option parts: charging handle, trigger, mag well. I did see a picture of one the other day where someone had put the wrist adapter on and then put the minimalist stock that you see on the SIGs, and it looked absolutely awful. But that is the Maruyama MP9. It might not show it today. You're kind of going to have to take my word for it that this does show true promise. I think even in the conditions that we're in, sorry to repeat myself, but even in the conditions we're in, I think it's done very well. So on that, thanks very much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. I think this is an absolute blast. It's only going to get better when we get back into the better seasons again. As you'll see, when I shot it in CQB, it performed absolutely brilliantly. It fed fine, and that was in cold conditions as well. We were using 2.5s, but there you go. So thanks for tuning as always. Go check out 6mm Airsoft. They always let us come down and use their range to show these replicas off to you guys. So go give them a bit of love. You can join the Eiger Precision Discord. The link will be in the description below. But for me, the MP9 and 6mm Airsoft, we'll be seeing you in the next one.